opportunity be say the 4 political giants who represent 3/4 of the continent coming into Ghana. And mind you, Ghana has always been known previously as the gateway to Africa.
Yeah.
And see, for such an event to be organized here,
what was the event?
The convention.
Yes, so it was for a particular agenda.
No, but hold on. Whatever agenda it was, I am saying you have 4 political giants, right, meeting together to have a conversation. Whatever that agenda was, I'm saying there's a representation of 3/4 of the continent.
No, Metiasio.
Yes.
But it's here,
yes.
Yet set so for a particular discussion.
I wish you let me make my point.
Maybe
yes.
Make you point.
Right.
Me Wuni and Ivan. Yet Yetiano say ye do nkomo. I'm a Ghana for
right.
But the share behind the scene that's a yet it's a different agenda. So we might be sitting here today. Na ye cancel asema ye Canada for the interest of ye team for for. But see ye kwabonten and I see a free camera na ye ko baby full so it's a different thing. But ye me say yeah.
That's done. But I'm saying, sir, these people have a following, and if you follow their rhetoric, you see they push a certain agenda which is Pan-Africanist, right? Yeah. So I'm saying, sir, if these 4 people are coming onto one platform to have a conversation around Africa, it would have been in Ghana's interest, sir, would have even be part of it. I was hoping, sir, the program would have happened, and then our presidential aspirants, either the current president or his vice president who is looking to become the next president, would have taken advantage of such a platform and addressed the people. And this would have not just been for Ghana, but would have been for the majority of Africa.
I see.
So I was looking at how this would have actually put Ghana back on the map. See, I know Ghana's title of being the gateway to Africa has been taken by Rwanda. Rwanda is now claiming to be the gateway to Africa, and nobody can take it from them because they are proving, sir, they are the gateway to Africa.
But say program number and their agenda is different from say you remember lecture or you remember them to as Pan-Africanists. You
No, but we didn't know. So I'm saying the people who were coming are known for that rhetoric. So share on speeches everywhere. That is the agenda they've been pushing. Dr. Arikana Chiombori has been talking about Africa and our problems. Yes. Lumumba has been doing same. Malema has been known for same. So I'm saying, irrespective of what the agenda might have been, these are people who are known for pushing the Pan-Africanist agenda.
But
who would have acted?
Say Abano Bekasibia. Event now so we answer ye to one more.
No, but and I say so if Abain is going to cancel anything, you had since Abain na Musa approval and before you approve of something, you should screen it and see, say, what are you going to do with the venue? What is the program going to be like? But here will scrutiny before you issue the permit. And see if they didn't do that, that is even an indictment on the government as well. Because you don't just grant permits to people to come and do anything at all. No, you should scrutinize and see what they are going to do, the agenda of the program, if it's going to be beneficial to the people. And then you either decide to give the permit or revoke it. But they gave the permit last year in November, and then 1 hour before the program will start, most say more revoking or more permits, because of unforeseen state event. My goodness. But you see, so no, it's a national day of shame because the way and means the whole thing was done shows that Ghana really is not a democratic nation. We only speak about democracy, but we don't practice democracy. It's an indictment on the international community because you don't treat international people who are coming to your country in that manner. And you see, if you see the presence of the police and the army, and then their posture towards the people, right? I said it was not. It was more than just, oh, we are cancelling your event because of another scheduled event. And since even goes to another indictment on the government, say, Mama Obi permit from last year, say, oh, you see the venue for this program. How is it that you didn't know, say, another state event was going to clash with that same event? All right.
Remember I hold no but Ivan, yeni hu nkomo kakra na yehwe event on for the Ghana Hanumu say. Near touch on 5 new taxes were introduced as at December 27. And we have Baba. Latest one also so Domidra Ashe, but a typical case study KGT Ashe for 10 months. Akabe Busumi, Nedi 1 year. Maybe a share no, Adana Busum. To Okana in Saka Kregu, no way a pie now call baby. Ubian can Hoshi, Ubian Hoshi. It's still marking time. Na yese Ghana sikasa.
Yes. The kind of mention what here for now. Men wish you be a happy new year.
Yeah.
And the young couple say, yes, and Baby share beam, hoping say this new year will come with a lot of positive vibes and the kind of change na ye share ni muno. Ebebana sabi Ghanaian dream na every young person be all Ghana be a hope is Ghana be ye no. We will not give up on those dreams. Never be ye. And this advocacy will continue. Keep telling people, say, we all have a stake in this country called Ghana. And whichever way, and any way, whether you are sick or well, rich or poor, well or not well, no, be our stake. Your stake in Ghana is equal. And wherever be a political discourse, be a course, we should be very much interested because it is the future of the youth, that is on the line. So we had the rate of unemployment and kwanya you to know this veil of hopelessness and then now for those are more world the political power and nobody seem interested. The attitude is that of indifference. But be able who say Ghana ni akwa huchim where you expect the states move net machinery, the might of the states, you ever go to the aid of the people. No, you don't even see. Ebina woka KJT as my Ghana for Japade na kwashe wo ho. Ghana for na sabi omo akwasa ahu here no. You expect the government to go to their aid in that particular regard. Sabi say there upsetting na nipa no kom no. You betime bail omo out. But politics na and waka say it's not about say politics say nipa ho be hen no. Power and supremacy and amamfo HC. It is about money. Your politics, it is about money, power, and fame.
Unfortunately, KGT as at the time I say, not insured.
Good.
Insurance new somewhere around November 2021.
Yes.
So now,
so you begin to ask yourself, say this marketer, a share management, and
yes.
So why will anybody sit there, say insurance, but where you see, obia nu why you be punishing or that deterrence in America say there has been massive consequences far away sabi obia kom I will beat baby or no those things are not there. So me I am not surprised and some of these things will keep happening until say we the citizens we care about who say yes politics in here but until say the embassy from demanding accountability from our people they will continue to take the people for granted because politics my culture said the easiest thing to do for a politician to realize that the people they are ruling are fools. When they realize that the people they are ruling are not wise, you can just take advantage of them and do whatever that you want to do. And I think that is exactly what some Ghanaian politicians, I have realized that these are gullible people, very emotional people. It's just a matter of just playing on their emotional keyboard. You can just take advantage of them. At the end of the day, we have had instances in the past that people will not do anything. Do say a quack or twaba, na yasasa gravel, and as for the Kugu coins, you will be Kumase, you will be war. They see where your friend is a central region. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but if you are dealing with reasonable minds, one case you feel ashamed, I do we are medical, the people will report, people will vote against me based on the fact that people will interpret the whole thing to me, but we keep accepting these things, and politicians keep pushing this thing through our your throat, and we accept them. So we the people must rise to the occasion and say yes, politics na Ghana destiny best son because our whole sub-region has said Abraham Nkrumah started here. Ghana be the first country in the sub-region to secure independence. Yeah, boy, Ghana has always been the shining star. But today, look at our state. Look at and your debt is insurmountable. And you need any other option than to rely on IMF. They should come to our aid. That is the only option. Last year, I can discussion about IMF. We second tranche and expecting last year November.
Yeah.
We didn't get the money because we couldn't batch a deal with our external creditors. And then I'm saying eighth, right?
And then
ninth.
Yeah. Discussion with your friends official credit when I feel cost some some understanding be my ansana IMF agents to the sika my so we be say on mine in the future or hefa on mine sand that come a kai we as soon as for these are the realities end up paying the kind of economic distress Ghana for them you expect to say you never waking up from your slumber this emotional politics and active partisan activism na no say your politics, your party, but Ghana and the supreme. At the end of the day, we need to demand among for say they should do the right thing. But I will have the structure so you structure your politics tonight. And yeah, I give you rights to good leaders because the system is skewed towards corruption. And do bad. the obey be a corrupt. So near manner institutions and as for say this see what who say institutions by year Jumano. Those institutions, you know, I see a because elsewhere, answer even democracy now you can't about the institution and opinion and as a for you know. Institutions play quite a crucial role, but then they look at our state institutions. And a foundation of democracy and all these institutions in because men no, they are not men with any moral conviction. Among for new principles, among for new values, and then as a for no obia womb, just say a womb to serve himself, and then as a for them obia the opera. And we have seen a lot of gangsters with badge, more than none in the more executive badge, Sabi, or more in the name of politics, they are just stealing from the state. These are just typical gangsters with executive badge because they are insulated by power and they can do whatever that they want to do and get away with it. This is one thing we the youth must realize. Politics and sorry now heaven. Politics and you must at any point in time make sure that politics is a good interest because and saying of my womb so had the youth population maybe a why and your doors womb and my culture say mind be economy bed driver and there your force a driver the labor also coming from the youth. But in Africa, this youthful way a go waste. You can't get it to do anything. Elsewhere in America and other places, they have realized that when they come to this human resource, they don't even have it in abundance. So they have resorted to say, "Omo Africa, a man for the Omoko Elko, Boasebe or Muleba no, Ombetimianya we." But you had a you to know yet. We see these people as useless because government is not ready to provide anything for any of the youth. Metesa recently now buying cassette or they rented rooms in their houses. I'm a young people. Young people in Ghana are not beggars. Nobody is asking government on hind their mind. When we have a law, rent law, no, a new chroma say, among Otiakra, Oba, you need to pay 2-3 years and above.
Yes, maybe 2 years.
Exactly. Yeah. When we are Mrayo Chroma say, Sabi, you can't take more than 6 months. So make sure that some of these laws work. I know the young people will not rely on somebody say almost come and go to your dying. But so these are some of the things I Sabi a man for the politics na no. Yes, a man for mesan lie our MPFA in the morning, but our people that is what they cherish because a bad that is how their supreme feel better and feel big. And do call MPFA no panel any pass and lie. MP, your friends have me bush your new woman, Missicam Koto Fundaka, Mamisica Medico, Tiameba, me quire outdoor and then as a for the way MP now constituency, would you want gra Saturday bar, Kubeto Fundaka bear 30.
Yeah.
And then outdoor and then as a for Oko. Oh, so for wedding.
MPB, okay, yeah, now won't you yes, can be brevening.
Yeah, that's what you are. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm a call duty now, among come making sure that I'm running Shaya Juma. I'm a minor foundation. See, young people will not become beggars, but rather will become self-sufficient and economically independent. Those things, young from you continue to become a beggar in your own land. 10 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis, 50 Ghana cedis. Sanyama we ain't changing the power. And I'm saying, say, answer Ghana betimi asesano. We need to make sure that we build a platform for you to make me leverage it to maximize obia individual potential obia wo sabe ye betime duru ba bia o man so betime benefit from by beduru ba bia sabe the natural resources na ye wo no kwa nipa hu nyansa hu say that is the need for us to yankasa no ye take charge na ye make sure say ye high services for people to do sabe ye betu o moka enti ye ko find ye natural resources na ye atamre de ama for muntu na mo ma ye bi ye land ye ha ene. So we business all baby. All that you need is a stable political environment. And tell me in Africa, which country elevates me boast of a stable political environment than Ghana?
Continuous.
Yeah.
30 years.
Look at even the kind of in the midst of this economic turmoil here, you will mean cool no economically no Ghana is far but this thing is stable. And say company for America no about Ghana. They don't need any incentive here because the political stability only is enough.
They are assured.
But we are giving them tax holiday free.
Waivers, a lot of waivers.
Or by year 5 years no so ya good company no wasia afọ me foforo because for another tax holiday Now, our young people to me, Sikana or Casa or starting business, and one man tax relief, you know, absolutely nothing. And these people come to this country, like some of them big corporations, when they come, they set up. There is no law that says, Yebi, we are Jumana or profits, you know, retain maybe 20% for Ghana for a certain amount of time, because as long as those money stays, the economy will be better.
Sure.
When they finish, MTN, Vodafone, Musica, South Africa, who are Sikana or call changing into dollars, leaving your economy dry. Then you have this, your finance minister will come and tell people, say, oh, the economy will hit 1 trillion. That is a joke. That is a joke. Because ask yourself, say, what is your share? Young people have become desperate. And then go to Europe. Ghana for money, and say, I'm for more team so echo Europe, and then I say for them. The very few room bet me a corner, so Sabi Okudura. Now, so when you're Japan, no, the back room ha. Kopot ko ha de
yeah
near sesa nemo de aguso one san kan na yaje jaman forecast na for car no ka yaje be ton am wan ka nya ya yaje nipa no je ya na o de man girlfriend wa ton man fo uhu ana wa koma. That is the kind of government and as o man ya wo ma seeking say ye betimi asesa this nasty political your friend is saying narrative ya te hu.
But how did we get here?
We got here because politics na no. The politics. We decided we have invested too much emotions into this politics. We have invested too much of Madame Funie, Minuani, or a Tintin or a say. So when you have such nasty things around politics, say nipa no go wrong, but you don't see because the kind of link between you and that person emotional. And you know what emotions does to people. And I say I invested wisdom. Now you just emotions keke. Now you looking at value. The nipa no kai and no ye. Or mind baby ekoye. It is not about self-interest in as a form. I don't know we because politics na your friends say you free kroba akonso omo we to me na you free say those tribal and ethnocentric kind of way no and your motivation for this politics here. So nipa no dey kota amene we don't care. That is why in the midst of all this messy situation we have, you still have people have the infantry go on radio and defend this whole nasty thing say be air coso. So we the people I can't just say change na ye seeking will come from nowhere. I best start from young kasa until say young kasa better say I click it on the reset button. And they are making sure say you're going forward, you know. You don't politics from a different lens. Now I that partisan lens and then I say for no. The situation will continue to be like this, and on this particular way now I don't care whatever the way we're going to do there. But the fact is that what guarantee or more your friend is saying premise.
Yeah.
And now we can say ebia na your mo kwakwa necessary no. Per the letter na ni kan ye no sankana for ade na omo kwai na sesan can to be captured in that particular letter.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when you say the pan ade na kwakwa no o man nya just cancel, but to torpedo it at that particular way no, it's an embarrassment. You see, that's what I'm telling you. Your president is gaining notoriety for a lot of things because for this I think he's just behaving like a gangster with
so
a
this is what happened on the day. And a war screen is right.
Yes.
So
yes. I don't think this is from the night. This is the previous events that happened. Yes.
Oh, okay. The previous event that happened.
And I was going to touch on this. This venue had been given to certain people to do programs right there.
Near the amount for some family.
No, I'm saying in December.
Yes.
In December.
Yes.
Yes. And you see,
when then your political activity.
That's what I was coming to.
Yes.
When it's things that are going to be entertainment based, they allow that.
Yeah, sure.
But if it's anything that's going to be political, and it's not controlled by the government or the political opponent and oppositions in Ghana, they don't allow that.
Yeah, but that is the Independence Square.
No, you're not getting my point. Independence Square is not supposed to be for entertainment. It is a serious place for political issues. It's a political security ground.
Yes.
And see, if you're going to allow anyone to use that for entertainment, why can't you let anyone use that for national political issues? This is not partisan. You're getting my point.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, in this country, we found ourselves in a position, say, anything that's going to serve as an educational material or content for the people to uplift them politically, the consciousness of the people, to lift it politically.
Yes. Make say the I don't care.
Yeah.
But the fact is the partner about the permit, when you do some of these things, sell it the nation in a bad light. That is what I'm saying.
This is great.
Because to torpedo it at that last hour, the kind of impression I will create, because even in the letter, you are not able to clarify as to why you are torpedoing that particular thing. and a carry negative way. So Abasai defeating this whole thing of Ghana being democratic, whatever. No? Yeah. That is why I keep telling people that these guys are just imposters fronting democratic rule. They pretend this is a democracy, but in reality, this is not a democracy. If the president can just sit there and just torpedo things like that, then you become a gangster with a presidential badge. You are not a Democrat. You are just a gangster with a presidential badge. And at the end of the day, the kind of your friends say imagining as far as Ghana, it's not positive because this is not the first time we have had such instances on several occasions. This is not the time this gangster kind of way. So even within the media,
may you take some few minutes now? Yenti and conform call program in the name send and call that particular event nibino. Yenti binu me yeba to us our discussion with you.
What happened is that Ghana leaders, they are disgrace to the country. They are disgrace to us. How can you stop us from having such a program like this? How can you know what program is about? Yes, it's about igniting us, about leadership in Africa. Leadership in Africa, empowerment. You are empowering leadership in Africa. You understand? So when if you look at this program, this December, last year December, Davido, Shatawale, Sakodia, all of them, those politics, they allow them. The one way go empower Africa, they said they don't go do. So we are empowered. Last year, American Vice President, when she came here, you gave the woman when she be American. You gave her the platform. That's what to come in Africa. I want you not to giving the Vice President, you understand, President? I want you not to
he said our independence is meaningless unless the whole it's connected to the whole Africa.
You understand?
Right. You said the order from above. If you have an order from above, use it to transform this nation. Use it to create jobs for the people. So these are the messages that they are coming to. We want to listen. That is why we are here.
So you're not here for just the music. We are not here for music. We are not here for music. We are here for knowledge. We are here for knowledge. We are here to learn. We are here to have a generation to learn. We are for the next generation.
We are here to listen to what can.
And Yafas Kama Slide TV or na MISA footages way. Na state events, Sena Kobabe state events, unforeseen state event according to the letter. No, the unforeseen state event na maso. And conform so 10,000 cities of Mukutrias of the event in Suswa, and also Omuchemu. Sika minimum say your money refunded them almost on the baba. It's the unforeseen state event in Amaso. And conform also the new convention, the also the Amaso. It's maybe a
2 season loss.
So you see, presenting Ghana as some kind of a lawless state, like I'm saying, whoever was behind it, whatever they were going to do there, I don't care. I don't even give a damn about it. But the fact is, what granted permission for Nipano, you knew or you understood whatever they were going to do. And for them, say, a man for a bar, a man for so because he was there to listen to the kind of people and not mobile. Maybe they didn't go there because of the organizers, but they went there because of the personalities who were coming. So people came from afar to go and listen to them. So at that particular point, you don't torpedo such a thing without providing. Yes, on the grounds of national security, you can say we are picking intelligence, knowing and no, it's understandable. Let any reasonable. But for this. And an event, no, so I'm at no the day, no. Then I clouded this whole narrative around the not government or any justifiable reason. So more reason here, they could have communicated properly. But with this, no,
the reason is an unforeseen state event,
which has been scheduled.
Yeah, which has been scheduled. It's not a good reason enough.
This is a nonsense that has been crafted in a letter.
An unforeseen state event.
It's a manufactured nonsense that these people have just put together to justify the situation. Unforeseen, whatever event no cause then that unforeseen, will be unraveled, and Ghanaians will know what actually happened. Then we know, you understand, but nothing actually happened. Then another day, a committee confirms anything be a political, anything be meant to enlighten the people, you're not. And then it comes to affirm my position, Makacho say, average politician, person Ghana ni behunyansa. Because in this gullible state, the politicians feel comfortable because that is how they can use the people. Because politics, the concept of politics in Africa, you say the mamini also like some me.
Yeah.
That's slavery way, you know.
Yeah.
And the last time I was telling you, so called a chieftains in the same slavery now. That is why at this point in time, we who are here, then the person up that kind of me do so much slavery mentality. Then one away. So wherever we find ourselves is the same thing. That concept, you know, play out because any part of it enlightened. Like if you go to Europe, US, and other places, why the better the Juma so could be politician? Because another day, you know, or feed from that particular Juma no, but there is absolutely nothing for you to do. You are jobless, you are hopeless, you have absolutely nothing to do. And whenever the call comes there, you go the political party, you know, maybe 100 Ghana, everybody will go. The party radio so even journalism, they will skill the news. For whatever, that is why today you hear a lot of misinformation and disinformation campaign within the media. I are waging on the minds of the people, trying to tell them, say, what is happening is good because, or no, at the end of the day, you know, and he doesn't care about the future of this country.
All right.
Ghanaians should wake up.
All right. Ni?
Yeah.
Right.
I like that you mentioned, sir. These so-called politicians or leaders do all the things they do and then they go away. They get away with it. Nobody's able to do anything to them. It's very interesting. Also, besides, how do we get to this point? Which was a very good question too.